Hey everybody, Trumper316 here, and this is my Raw review for tonight, September 26, 2011, and it was chaotic tonight. So let me just start from the beginning. Raw starts off in Kansas City, Missouri, with Triple H coming out, basically saying the reason why he fired the Awesome Truth, whatever you want to call him, the Awesome Conspiracy, is because they gave a lame apology to him, and he didn't fire him for his to feed his ego or anything like that. It's because the lame apology they gave and the attack on the referee at the Night of Champions pay-per-view, and he basically said, I used them for a main event, one more main event, and that was it. So Triple H just kept going on and on about that. Then Triple H mentioned that the $250,000 fine that he put that gave to Truth and Miz was now given to Mark Henry because of what he did last week when he basically destroyed Jerry the King Lawler after Lawler stepped in when Mark Henry was almost about to beat uh, the Tarnations out of Jim Ross. So Mark Henry's fined $250,000, $250,000 for that attack. All of a sudden, Dolph Ziggler and Vicky Guerrero comes out, and Dolph Ziggler talks about how last week in Cleveland, Cleveland, Ohio, Ziggler was punched in the face by Hugh Jackman, um, and he was mad because it's all over the tabloids and stuff like that. It was crazy. So, um, actually, Triple H made this funny comment. He was like, well, I'm gonna get security to guard you next month when the Muppets come." And I thought it was pretty funny. It was kind of corny, but it was funny, so I like it. Um, then Cody Rose, the disfigured one, the Intercontinental Champion, comes out and complains about how Orton basically beat him to crap. I'm just saying crap. Beat him down this past Friday night on SmackDown. If you haven't seen the pictures, you should go on the internet and see the pictures. They're on there somewhere. Um, and he complains about getting stitches and stuff like that, blah blah blah, and he just complains, complains, complains. Then Christian comes out and does the whole shtick again of getting one more match because he complained that Sheamus cheated him out of the world title match against Mark Henry this past Friday, even though the match was a lumberjack match and Sheamus was only doing his job, so whatever. But he just wanted one more match, and then Christian decided. I mean, he asked Rhodes and Ziggler, did he want to sue the WWE and Triple H, blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, Triple H makes three matches with Christian. First, Hell in a Cell, it would be Christian versus Sheamus. And then on SmackDown this Friday night, it would be Christian versus Randy Orton. And later on in the night, it would be Christian versus John Cena. And he cries and whines and leaves. Uh, then Dolph Ziggler, uh, you know, is put into a match against a man who he lost to last week, the Internet Champion Zack Ryder, in a United States Championship match. And Cody Rhodes he has to defend his championship against 9 men in a 10-man battle royal. The 9 men were Ezekiel Jackson, Sin Cara, Drew McIntyre, John Morrison, A-Rye, Sheamus, Justin Gabriel, Daniel Bryan, and Ted DiBiase. Cody Rhodes won thanks to interference by Christian. It was Sheamus and Cody Rhodes was the last two guys. Christian came out, interfered. Uh, Cody Rhodes used his mask again, hit Sheamus over the head, and Sheamus was eliminated, and Cody Rhodes kept the title. Um, then Christian threw Sheamus into the ring post, hitting his arm. So it's gonna be some beef there. Then it's a little segment with David Otunga and John Laurinaitis, the executive vice president of television relations. Um, Basically talking about Triple H and his abuse of power and blah blah blah. And then next it was the next match was Kelly Kelly versus Eve. Kelly Kelly and Eve. I'm sorry, that would have been a more entertaining match. Uh, but not really. Kelly Kelly and Eve tagging up against the Divas of Doom. Now I really like this tag team because they're not now they're starting to do like the Legion of Doom with the pointy shoulder pads and everything, and it's awesome. But you know the result of that. Beth Phoenix destroyed Kelly Kelly with the Glam Slam. 1, 2, 3. It's all over. It was beautiful. I just love seeing Kelly Kelly's face planted to the mat. And speaking of that, this Sunday at Hell in a Cell, it will be once again Beth Phoenix going one-on-one with Kelly Kelly for the Divas Championship. Hopefully this time Beth Phoenix can win. Uh, Next, Mark Henry took on the Great Khali, and the match didn't even start because Mark Henry hit uh, the Great Khali from behind with his world title, and then amazingly picked him up with a and did a world strongest slam on Great Khali. He held him up for like 5 seconds or 10 seconds. It was pretty impressive. Even though he's done it before, it was pretty impressive. Um, you know, and then that bum, that big red bum, John Cena comes out, talks about Sunday, how he's gonna retain the title in Hell in a Cell, blah blah blah. Uh, and as his match is about to start, Alberto Del Rio comes out and CM Punk comes out to do commentary. Um, and it's Christian versus John Cena. And during that match, John Cena threw Christian into Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio hit Cena, and then Punk got into it, and it was a whole big chaos, and it was just crazy. Then it was Zack Ryder versus Dolph Ziggler for the United States title. Um, Jack Swagger came out with Vicky Guerrero they accompanied Ziggler to the ring. Uh, Vicky uh, distracted the referee. Swagger hit Zack Ryder, and Ziggler won. But then uh, Ziggler and Swagger was going to attack Ryder, and then Air Boom came out, and then Teddy Long came out and made a 6-man tag team match, but he told Vicky to go find a tag team partner for Swagger and Ziggler, or the match would be a handicap match. It was a handicap match, and I don't know how this happened, but for some reason Mason Ryan came out there. Mason Ryan. Mason Ryan, yeah. He came out there, just basically destroyed Swagger and Ziggler, and it was amazing. I loved it. So, and Zack Ryder hit the Rough Rider on Ziggler, and Air Boom and Ryder won the match. Okay. Then you see David Otunga again later on the night. He is him, Ziggler, Rhodes, DiBiase, Vicky, you know, and Christian all talking about, suing the WWE. They decided to do it, had this whole big, COO meeting about what we should do, and they talking about suing the WWE, suing the WWE. That should be fun. And finally, we get to the main event. Alberto Del Rio versus CM Punk with John Cena on commentary. Um, Basically, just to keep it short, GTS from CM Punk 1, 2, 3. Alberto Del Rio loses. CM Punk wins, and all of a sudden the Hell in a Cell comes down. We all know that. Every time it's a cage match or a Hell in a Cell match coming up at a pay per view, the cell always comes down 6 days earlier. But cell comes down. Ricardo Rodriguez gets stuck in the cell. He gets the GTS from CM Punk, the AA from John Cena, but then Alberto Del Rio comes out of nowhere and just demolishes Punk and Cena with a steel chair. He throws Punk into a chair that was wedged in between the turnbuckle. He destroyed John Cena, and it was amazing. It was just so great seeing him beat the crap out of Cena. Not Punk, but the crap out of Cena. So I think Alberto Del Rio has a legit shot of winning the championship back this Sunday. But if he doesn't, you know, it it happens. You know, WWE. What can you expect? You know, they love Cena, so you know you can't see me and all that other crap. Anyways, um, I think that's it. This video is going on way too long, so I'm gonna end it right now. Um, that's been my Raw review for September 26, 2011. Raw from Kansas City, Missouri. This Sunday is Hell in a Cell, and I think it's going to be a very good pay-per-view. So, you know, I may do a preview, but considering my preview from Night of Champions was a waste, I may not do that. I may just do a review. But I should be doing a SmackDown review later this week. Should be Friday night, if not Friday night, Saturday. So, yeah, so hopefully you liked the video, and thanks for watching.